Hello again. Welcome to the Donkey Kong 64 Let's Play.
Ooh.
This is Dazzling Adar.
This is Vicus. I was fired, but I'm still here.
This is Brother Entropy, and I fired Vicus.
Yeah, bloody unions. Anyway, today we're not actually playing as Donkey Kong, much to his chagrin. We're playing as Diddy.
Oh.
And it doesn't make that big of a difference in the long run. Most Kongs play pretty much the same. They've got the same moves.
Diddy's pretty fun, though.
Yeah, I mean, they detail... the difference is in the details. Like, Diddy Kong could jump a lot higher with his backflip, and he can do this double jump thing.
He's got a cooler instruments.
So he's like everything Donkey Kong was, except better?
Not so much. His running attack is a lot worse, the cartwheel. And his normal attacks are actually weaker.
Guess that makes sense. He's pretty scrawny.
Yeah, I mean, he's just a little... What even is he? Is he a chimp?
God knows. He's a
But
donkey.
he's still related to Donkey Kong.
Anyway, chimp, not chimp, monkey, he collects red bananas.
Aha.
And Squawks has reminded us, again, this will be beaten into our brains, that he has 5 bananas to collect here.
5
Fuck
golden
beavers.
bananas.
That's gonna get old fast.
Anyway, but before we can get any of them, the first thing we need to do is get some cash so Diddy can get some upgrades.
Alright.
I love capitalism.
Without upgrades, basically all the Kongs are exactly the same.
Aha.
Like I said, the difference is in the details, so if they don't have different abilities, it's basically just playing as a reskin.
Which would be kind of weird, because Diddy Kong's scrawny, and Donkey Kong is manly.
Oh yeah. I mean, all he wears is a tie, that is manly.
Mm-hmm.
There's kind of like a regular progression of clothedness in the Kongs. As we go on, they start wearing more clothes.
Well, considering you're starting at Donkey Kong, there's nowhere to go but up.
You raise a valid point. I'm kind of glad they did that.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, we got both money and blueprints, so that's out of the way. Normally I save that for last, but if it's like directly in my path, I'll just get it.
Might as well.
Just kill him.
Yeah, I don't really like streamline these videos for optimization, but I try.
Next time we're doing a speed run.
Oh god, a speedrun of this game would be horrendous.
Yeah.
I know.
How would you even do that? This game is like the definition of
It'd
mindless
still be like 10, 15 hours.
doing stuff.
This is not a short game.
Anyway, we need to go visit the main man, Funky Kong.
Of course.
Main monkey. I'm sure he'd shoot me for saying otherwise.
Hell of a monkey.
And kind of annoyingly, he doesn't have anything different to say at all to Diddy. So I just kind of fast forward through all the dialogue.
So we just skip
And
through it.
they said it. They said the word gun. It's just pop gun.
Pop gun, you know. Not really a gun.
Totally different.
And I would actually say that the pop guns are probably the best projectile in the game because he's got 2 of them, so he can fire a little faster, and he has a slightly wider trajectory.
And they're peanuts. Come on.
Peanuts are friggin' delicious, but
Exactly.
Yeah.
anyway.
Plus, what if the enemies are allergic to peanuts? It's really the perfect weapon.
I think that some of the enemies are because the pop guns do a lot more damage than you'd think they do because they're firing peanuts.
Yeah, they're really fast peanuts.
Super fast peanuts.
Anyway, of course, their main use is hitting switches.
Ah, yes.
But they're actually Diddy's probably best option for taking out tougher enemies like the blueprint guys.
Hmm. That beaver just disappeared.
Yeah, draw distance.
Ah.
Very strange.
If something ever looks weird, I'm either going to say graphical glitch or draw distance because I'm almost positive that will be the answer.
It's the same
It
thing.
probably will be.
Anyway, because I'm methodical as all hell, I'm saving that golden banana for last.
Of course.
And Diddy's got a little dance too.
They all do.
And they're
I
all
assume.
different. There's a ton of animations in this game, and it's one of the reasons I really like it. It's just always very visually interesting.
So they spent all their time making animations instead of making you collect something other than bananas.
Instead of fun objectives.
Hey, I never said that.
I have nothing to say to that.
I'm having so much fun playing this game right now.
Screw you guys, I love collecting bananas. See? There I go again.
Ah, there he goes.
They're wet bananas. I bet they taste fucking delicious.
They probably do. They're also red.
Like a banana smoothie, without even having to prepare it.
It's probably how Donkey Kong sees it.
If you will notice, that beaver is actually kind of sinking into the floor, so I kind of put him out of his misery there.
Poor thing.
That's weird.
Anyway, time to visit Cranky.
Oh boy.
If we have to.
I love him.
And I'm not skipping through the dialogue here because it's actually different for Diddy, because instead of just another gun, we get a brand new ability.
You won't get much farther without it.
I mean, he's pretty much holding us at a figurative gunpoint here.
Well, frankly, how else are you gonna get paid?
Hot gunpoint.
Chimpy charge.
I think Diddy just kind of overdosed there. Now he's stoned as all fuck.
So, not at all different.
Not at all. He's probably more lucid now. It's too good for him. It's actually not, because it's kind of a lame move, but we need it.
Yup.
I really wish we could get the next move now, but Cranky's a bitch.
Well, Cranky got to get paid.
I have the money! I can afford it.
That's just too bad.
Anyway, this is the Chimpy charge. Like you can see, it's not very practical for taking out enemies.
Yeah, that kind of sucks.
Anyway, this is a sort of interesting element of DK64's game design. Every level sort of has a batch of golden bananas that are almost identical between Kongs. So here, the identical 5 bananas would be the fact that each Kong has to pound a switch and then go get a banana that was previously inaccessible.
So each Kong has to collect a banana in a game that's point is exclusively to collect bananas?
I'm trying to be interesting here!
I can dig it.
It's not your fault, it's the game's fault.
Anyway, Diddy's is a little different from Donkey's in that you have a time limit. If you don't get there in time, the gate will shut and you have to do it again.
Aha. Luckily, we have the power of banana porters.
Yeah, if you use banana porters, or you just, like, know how to play the game at all, you're not really in any danger of not making it. Like I said, this is tutorial level, and it's kind of an easy game to start with. More money!
I notice you're not climbing as trees as OCD.
Yeah, I kind of end up regretting that a little later.
Oh boy. It's just the way I like it.
But don't worry, I've edited that out.
Okay.
Anyway, this is where the video gets quite a bit more interesting. This is the second element of DK64 game design that's actually kind of good. Different Kongs have access to different areas. None of the other Kongs can get into this strange spiral mountain thing.
Well, yeah, because there's a switch there.
Right. And inside is an entirely different new area. And I think that this just adds a lot to the game.
And now for something completely different.
Yeah. And that was absolutely beautiful.
3 beavers
More
at once.
beavers. Ain't nothing like fucking 3 beavers at once. Yeah, I said it.
wasn't gonna say that.
I'm not gonna say anything to that. Let's backflip a little bit. Anyway, this banana gave me a ton of trouble when I first started playing the game again because I was doing it with a keyboard.
Yes.
When you hit that switch, that appears, and you've kind of got to shimmy your way along the plank.
Thin platforms. My one true foe.
Well, when you've got a keyboard that aren't pressure, you're using the arrow keys and they're not pressure sensitive, this is really, really hard.
I could see that.
But when you actually have an analog stick, it's easy. I love my Xbox 360 controller. There's a story behind that, but I won't tell it because it paints me as a total retard.
Haha.
Oh, now I have to hear it.
Well, I already
Too
know
bad.
the story.
Let's just say I'm not very good at reading labels in the store.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Sounds hilarious.
it was more sad than hilarious, but if
Hilarious for
you're a
me.
sadist, then you'll probably be in stitches.
Anyway.
Yeah, I kind of overestimate Diddy's backflipping prowess because it's significantly higher than DK's, but I kind of think that it'll get me a lot higher, but it doesn't really.
Mm-hmm. Man backflips like a motherfucker. I will tell him that.
Anyway, by getting that golden banana, we've unlocked the new banana porter. We can't actually use it yet, but it will come in handy quite a bit
But it's
later.
there.
And I have a little difficulty with this banana balloon because it's basically right above my head, and Diddy's
That's
not.
just terrible.
Yeah, Diddy's not particularly talented at bending his body like that.
There's another joke I could make, but we're keeping this tasteful.
Well, God knows I try. I'm not sure about you people. This is family entertainment, okay? Fuck beavers.
I don't know what family you're
Fuck
in.
them all. As I was saying. Now, for a banana that is just kind of a pain in the ass. Actually, no. The actual banana itself is a lot of fun, but getting there is not.
Aha.
And these zingers are a variant that can actually drop orange grenades on you.
They shit bombs?
Basically. But it's not actually that bad. They're a lot less dangerous than you'd think. They're just annoying.
Uh-huh.
And these guys are completely invulnerable except to your orange grenades.
Sweet.
Blown up bad guys.
But, to be fair, they drop them when they die, so it's not like you're going to run out. Anyway, this is what we needed the Chimpy charge for.
Aha.
We need to use it to bust down those gates and hit switches that you can't pound with your butt. At this point, I go blind temporarily and forget where that banana balloon is. Not very good playing on my part for the next 3 or so minutes.
Sweet.
Fortunately, I've edited the most egregious errors out. This one I left in because it's kind of funny.
Ouch.
He just belly bumped me so hard that I went flying.
Well, he's a big man.
And all that time I was trying to throw a grenade, but contrary to like everything you might know about guns in general, you can't throw a grenade when you have them out.
That's bullshit.
It kinda is. I mean, I'm willing to be lenient on this game for a lot of things, but that's just kinda inexcusable. I took out my frustration on that machine.
Well, it's made of Nintendo materials. It's fine.
Oh yeah, those indestructible completely.
Machines aren't real people.
There's actually another machine a lot later on that when I was a kid I just wasted all of my orange grenades on because it pissed me off so much. Banana metal!
Yay.
Anyway, these are a real pain in the ass. Because camera angles.
Ha ha.
Yeah.
I edited out at least 3 different attempts for me to get up there.
Wow, 3?
Yeah, again, not very good playing on my
Pretty
part.
shit this guy.
Nintendo 64 camera
I'm
angle.
sorry! I just love it so much. I'm like an abused spouse.
How could we collect everything like this? And now we're in a minecart.
Not a DK game without a minecart, and this is really a lot of fun. This is another really strong point of the game, is in its variety.
Mm-hmm.
Because you're always collecting bananas, but you're usually doing something quite a bit different to get them.
You're collecting bananas in so many ways.
Hey man, have you ever been in a minecart before? I don't think so.
Good point.
Anyway, this is pretty easy. Some of the later there's 3 minecarts in the game, and the later ones are a lot tougher. But that kind of follows.
Shocking.
And as I say that, that guy beats the coins out of me.
That dick.
But
Danger.
if you actually know how to time, they're not a big deal at all. I don't, so they are a big deal.
Oh boy.
Actually, I don't run into another one of those guys that gives me any trouble, fortunately. These guys are real sons of bitches. I mean, did that look like it hit me?
Not really.
Nintendo 64 detection.
Yeah.
Actually, no matter when you time your jump, you can't evade those guys. You have to slow down the cart.
Huh.
Which is kind of annoying, as you might expect. See, right there I'm fine. But I kind of wish I didn't have to stop going at breakneck speed, because that's the fun of minecart levels.
That's just no fun at all.
So is this music Banjo-Kazooie as fuck?
No.
I
Not
wouldn't
incredibly.
really know. I'm curious.
Don't worry, I'm on the lookout.
But Banjo-Kazooie is fuck or not, this is some really great music, and
It
one of my
is.
favorite
Oh, yeah,
parts
it
of
is
this
cool.
game, another favorite part, is that some of the musical remixes for the more intense moments of the game are really, really good.
I'll be looking forward to it.
Like, when we get to the boss, you'll see what I mean.
Yeah, the next video is a pretty cool track.
And there I kind of bone myself.
Ha ha.
Because they trip you up by, if you hit those switches, you actually go on the path with less coins.
Right.
But I already had
matter.
19 over, so it's no big deal.
Then I can just relax.
Oh, it's a big deal.
Even dances in the minecart.
Ha ha.
Now, it is at this point that I realize I'm missing 20 bananas.
Gasp.
So I actually spent a little while looking for them, and then I edited that out, and then went back and got them recording. And they were on top of trees, so I should
I
just...
so called that.
Nice.
Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of pathetic if somebody that's never played this game before can see through their design techniques, and I cannot.
I learned everything from you. And then you forgot it.
You absorb some
Yeah,
memories.
Mm-hmm.
But regardless of that, we have all bananas for Diddy Kong,
Hooray.
You know what just occurred to
and
me? That gold banana you just got from the minecart, Squawks had the whole time. Why didn't he just give it
yeah,
to you?
he's kind of a dick.
Fucking knew it.
It makes you have to work for it.
I mean, in some parts, that doesn't even make sense when he does that. Like the last minecart ride, he actually says he doesn't want to be there, but he's still like, no, you're not getting this until you get 25 coins.
By the way, I found this. But you had to win the mine game to get it.
Bastard. Sometimes he'll just give you a banana for free, but other times, I guess he's PMSing.
He feels you need to earn it.
And Snide has nothing interesting to say at all, so I'm not talking about him.
Let's face it, that dance is more interesting than Snide.
And speaking of uninteresting, our blueprint screen is slowly expanding.
I am
Oh,
so
boy.
interested in those blueprints.
I wonder what it is.
Anyway, that's it for Diddy Kong, and since they're the only two Kongs we can get right now, next time is the boss. I hope you will join us.
Oh
Yes.
no.
I'm probably going to cut this out.
Makes sense.
Yeah, because there's like a whole 30 seconds of just Diddy standing there.
Sweet.
Yeah, I kind of want to show his idle animation, because those are pretty neat too.
But then it took forever.
Yeah, I know. I'll probably go back into Virtual Dub and just cut the entire bit before he goes into it out.
And cut us out talking.
Oh, I might
Nah,
leave that
leave
in.
it all
We're pretty
in.
interesting.
Okay, well,
I am
whatever.
so interesting.
I mean, look at that guy. He's like Michael Jordan with that.
Well, Michael Jordan didn't play soccer.